right, and we're back with ESQ-Astro sauce. This is going to be the daily collective read for Sunday, July the 12th. Okay, I got the new moon coming tomorrow, going into Tuesday. So, we'll definitely want to set some good intentions around this time. Definitely some things that may be in the dark that maybe come to light. And again, this week is that turnaround for sure. Okay, so again, keep your eyes open. Catch the weekly read if you haven't already. That's posted and up already for the day. So you guys can tune in to that read. I do a little bit of a different spread in the weekly read, which I'm going to start doing separately for the collective. That way, again, if you don't have time to tune in every day, you can at least get to that weekly read. That'll give you what you need so that you get that ESQ-Astro fix. All right. So right now we are going to get into just one last cut of the cards, and then we'll get into the reading. Okay. So calling in my spirit guides, the Most High, as well as my ancestors to guide the reading from my end. Call in whoever you need to get the most clarification and good view from your end. So, with mind, body, and soul, first card coming out is that Tower. Okay. So, kind of self-explanatory, but we're going to build up and see what we get. Next card is the Emperor upright. And that Tower's upright as well. So, everything in the upright. Next card is the World upright. And then we have the Devil upright. Okay. So just a bit of an analogy from my end as far as what I'm seeing. Definitely a Tower moment, something, I would say something divine is coming in. The Emperor sitting in the upright on his throne after a tower. Shows that this may be a tower that's in who's ever favor that's watching this video. Okay, definitely gonna bring in some change, but I think it's talking about some travel, and it may even be something tied to something toxic, like we're in retrograde right now, so it could be drawing you backwards to something that is old, that may have to be dealt with in some particular way, shape, form, or fashion. Next card coming out is the Justice card upright. Yeah, so I would say this is almost this gonna be a good week for somebody starting with today. So Justice card coming out in that second row. Next card is the Empress. Yeah, this golden opportunity is right where you need it to be, in the heart of the spread. Next card is the Fool upright. Yeah, this is some travel. Somebody's about to go on a trip, a journey, but it's being sparked by this tower. Something, again, is making making things move in a particular direction. And again, all upright so far. So nothing telling you to turn around and do anything out of the ordinary. The Fool card is confirming the World card and the Devil upright. So again, the Fool's journey is what begins the tarot. So this is definitely a new journey coming in. Will it be something that's an illusion, toxic, something of that nature? We don't know. It may be again something of a hierarchy, having some type of pull, bond, control over the situation that again ignites some type of golden opportunity for you to start moving forward. But definitely travel's coming in. It may just be short distance, but we'll see what comes out in the rest of the cards. Next card is the Hierophant upright. So yeah. Next card is the Chariot upright. Yeah, so this definite motion, things getting into a definite movement of a serious motion of just moving forward. Nothing stuck. Unless this last card comes out in the reverse, which I'm almost thinking it's not. Maybe the bottom of the deck will be. But Tower, causing a businessman in a solid position to make a business decision. It's going to bring in a change or some travel that may be, connected to some past toxicity, or it may just be, something that you're not seeing in a particular way when it comes to it being illusion, or you being delusioned about what you think it is, but it's actually going to be something that brings that justice to you. Okay. Which again, that's what the tower is about sometimes. It's about you getting your just due based upon, again, things not having that stable foundation, and you getting the justice of, again, being right in the situation. But ultimately, this is bringing a golden opportunity with the Empress sitting right in the middle. And again, she's sitting right above the Emperor. So this is one of those things where, again, they're looking in the same direction. Justice is in that direction as well. And things are just going to come to a place of a new beginning. Ultimately, with that Fool, again, clarifying the world card, some travel, some movement, something's definitely coming in. Okay. And then the Hierophant comes in right after that to maybe suggest higher counsel may need to be sought, or higher counsel may be the ones making these judgments to bring justice, or people in higher positions, and maybe your family. That's almost what it looks like in a certain case. It looks like a family situation, because a lot of individuals here, not anything coupled other than the Tower card. Okay. But you do have the Emperor and the Empress. So again, that golden opportunity lies in the hands of two higher ups in some shape, form, or fashion. But again, be careful of submitting to the devil, or feeding into others' illusions. That's what that could also talk about, based upon the changes that are coming in. Again, make sure you stick into your gun and stand on solid ground. You got the motion, so just don't make it a commotion as you start to move. Take your time, inch by inch sometimes, especially when we have a big change coming in that this looks like something way superior than you can probably even judge or imagine, when it comes to how the tables will turn in your favor if things are not going good for you, or things are at a, kind of a standstill, or maybe you feel like you're on the precipice, and you're closer than you think. Last card to top it off. Yep, I'm not surprised. The Star card upright. So this is an all upright reading. No reversals in this reading. Okay. So somebody about to be shining. That's definitely what it's saying. And again, the middle of the reading is that golden opportunity. The Star card is that confirming card to let you know that golden opportunity is real, and definitely about to be present to again get the wheels moving. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Wheel of Fortune was at the bottom of the deck. I did not look, so we'll look together. And nope, it's the Judgment card upright. Okay, I was thinking we'd get a reversal after all the uprights, but yeah, Judgment is definitely in effect. Because again, we got the Justice card there, so there has to be judgment for some type of justice to come through. And again, I believe it's from somebody in a higher position, and it may be in the spiritual order, not so much the physical, but it's going to come through in the physical through, I believe, the Empress and the Emperor. Okay, this may be a married couple, a business team, a two-person entity, I would say, or maybe one embodied. Maybe one embodying both. Okay, having that executive supreme seat. You know what I mean? Because that's where those two align, and everything in the upright. This is a build up from this tower that breaks everything down at the beginning. So, and again, tower upright, so can't go wrong there. And I almost don't need to clarify with the gods, because everything's upright. think I'll go ahead and maybe just do a pluck and pull and see what we get. I'm not even going to shuffle the cards because I haven't looked at them yet. And the first card that pops out is the righteousness card. Yep. And that's where we have to remain. A lot of people will do underhanded, wicked things. For again, the maintenance of this in manufactured life that they have put up around us. Okay, but again, righteousness is never measured in dollars. And when you start measuring people's righteousness in dollars, you just may be misjudging someone who's actually evil. Okay, and just because they're good financially doesn't mean they're righteous. Just because someone is poor does not mean that they are not doing the right thing or not in the right energy to manifest things. Sometimes it's just not your season. That's what I learned through astrology. And again, that's where again these factions of tarot and other modalities come into play so that you can actually see what's going on. This is a tell-all reading for somebody. Something's coming full circle because you stood on what was right. And I would say some type of divine purpose. That's what's got you shining this week. To start the week, go watch the weekly reading though. You'll get more clarity there, as that was a pretty interesting read. It was my first weekly read, like doing a different style. So yeah, y'all go check that out. That's probably going to give you a little bit more insight to how the days of the week going to play out when it comes to the energy. Bottom of the deck for the gods, yeah, the alchemical force card. Okay. And the thing is I don't do pre-shuffles, but sometimes I may look at the cards when I alchemical force in the upright, to be exact. But I look at the cards, at the bottom of the deck before the reading, and for some reason or another, I kind of felt that card would come out because I saw it at the bottom of the deck when I first pulled out the deck. But as you guys saw, I did my pluck and pull and then put the cards back and still remained at the bottom. So definitely a tell-all there, since I didn't cut or shuffle the cards. I just went straight from the deck because I just felt the force of this a strong energy in this reading for, again, just positive changes, just miraculously coming in. Somebody's got a miracle coming in a shape, form, or fashion. Someone else just has the gates opening for them and they're being led through. And again, this could be in a family situation, but this could also be a job. You've been applying, and nothing's come through, and you're finally going to get your opportunity to do something. And it may require travel. It may require a change of location. That may be the the twist in everything. You may have to go somewhere else to get what you need. Because again, some things may be an illusion when it comes to where you may feel you're stuck at, what you're tied to, things that again may be in a position of holding you back. But again, justice is coming because that tower is going to set it off, and I believe open up your vision to really see exactly what's there. That golden opportunity is going to be in the midst of all of it, though, and it may be there may be a duality to that opportunity based upon what you can't see coming with the judgment, as well as with the empress and the emperor present. And again, everything's in the upright, so it's all about forward movement. Again, don't break your stride, don't break your momentum, don't let nothing slow you down. But again, pace yourself. Don't go too fast. Jupiter and Leo right now can, have people a little anxious, I would say, to expand, to do things. And again, this is more of a time to sit back, relax, kind of watch things with Mercury and Neptune in retrograde. And then Saturn's going to join that retrograde party almost right before Mercury goes direct in a couple weeks. So y'all guys watch for the hook, because again, this could deal with some true hierarchy. It's dealing with some serious things, because again, somebody's being taken to a level they haven't been to, But they deserve it. They deserve it. And once you get there, you only know what to do when you get there by, again, trial and error, and you, again, trying to govern yourself the best you can in the situation by what you know. But always be in that place of openness so you learn in the process and try to connect with those alikes so that, you be alike and see alike. Nobody's going to be exactly like you know what I mean? But you will have people that can see what you talking about, you know what I'm saying? They can pick up what you putting down. So that's where you got to be, in the mix. But again, always be in that position of the fool, because you don't know what you don't know. And if you act like you know everything, then you'll never learn what you don't know. And that's where a lot of people fall short of the grace, you know what I mean? They know so much, they don't know nothing. Or they know so much that nobody can expand them. They can only expand themselves. And again, that's going to be based upon what you choose. Like, I was watching a podcast the other day, and the guy made a great point. He was just like, the human body is designed, the human mind is designed, and the brain is designed for you to intake things, to actually for you to intake things and put things in place to basically present yourself as, this is why I'm right, you know what I mean, or this is why I believe what I believe, or you know what I mean. And he's absolutely right, you know what I'm saying. Like, we're all programmed like that, and that's why there's so much indifference in the world, even though some of us could be indifferent to a point to where we basically saying the same thing. It's just, again, communication has to be in harmony, just like singing. But again, we live in such a unharmonious conversation and communication within just the social order, as well as, again, things that should be talked about that aren't talked about, and things that are too focused on that really don't deserve that attention, when there are other things that require that attention and need it for, again, certain things to move in a certain direction. When it comes to movement, I would even say with this Hierophant card coming out right after the Fool, this may be that calling for somebody to go to a higher calling. Maybe you're into religion and you're thinking about going into the priesthood. This could be that higher calling. This could also be, again, you may be a healer. You may be called to come and try to heal somebody. So, yeah, this is very deep read, especially in the upright. I'm just wondering, and kind of want to speculate somewhat more on what the tower is. But a tower is a tower, and when towers come in, again, it's necessary. But again, where's the build up? And with this, the Emperor and the Emperor coming out together, and the Empress in the heart of that reading, it definitely can be something that's affected through that dynamic of the divine feminine. Just because, again, the world is that change card with divine feminine. The devil card has the divine feminine and masculine chained. The justice card is divine feminine. The Empress card is divine feminine. So there's a heavy presence right there in the middle of the reading. Plus, you again got divine feminine on the Tower card as well. So heavy energy in that direction, but it's surrounding the Emperor. So it may be, that divine feminine energy around you that's going to be affected, that causes these particular changes. So just keep that in mind. But again, you could be called into that higher spiritual seat that's maybe a part of your destiny. Maybe it's time for you to learn some new stuff that again, can help you alchemize, help you alchemize with the things that you already know that makes your magic stronger. That's why I was surprised that the Magician card didn't come out in this reading. And again, watch for manipulation with that Devil card coming out with changes. That may be something that comes in. Somebody's going to be in a place where they know information that you don't, and may try to manipulate you. Like say they, on one end they're offering a contract for $500,000, and then the person comes to you and like, yeah, they only offering 350,000. You know what I mean? So that means they skimming that 150 off the top. You know what I mean? And giving you what's left over when you really should get the whole $500,000, and then maybe give them 50,000. 10%, maybe 15% if it's a good person. But yeah, watch out for the hook when it comes to that too, because when Saturn goes retrograde, that's what we can deal with. We can deal with some trickery in the higher ups when it comes to different structures that may either be falling, failing, or attempting to, um, get over, or be misguiding when it comes to uh, things financially, or things that have to deal with money, or percentages. So y'all be careful out there. Read these contracts while we in Mercury retrograde. Read them carefully, closely, fine print 2-3 times if you have to. And again, use your time wisely, because if you don't, you're gonna be caught in the mix of time expiring because you didn't prepare by having that extra time, or you'll be overbooked and something will happen and you won't be able to take advantage of something else that'll probably be better for you because you overbooked, or you'll have things that'll be constantly canceling on you. That's another big thing in Mercury retrograde. A lot of cancellations, reschedules, missed communications. People will be trying to call you, leave messages, call back. You guys playing phone tag. So a lot of that can be going on, especially this week as we get kind of into the heart of Mercury retrograde before it actually starts to dissipate and catch up to the forward motion right around the 23rd of July. So be about 10 days out starting tomorrow from the end. But again, the post retrograde is going to last till about August 5th. So y'all stay in tune with that. So yeah, this reading is dope. I'm excited for the things I see in it that can be represented for me, but for others out there, I'm excited and hoping that everything, again, turns the wheel, in a fortunate way for you, to where again you get justice, because it seems like there may have been some injustices. Again, we in a retrograde, so it's always a matter of things coming back to correct themselves in certain ways too. That's what this can be saying as well. And again, you stuck to your guns, you stuck to a righteous path, you stuck to you know what you needed to do to be safe in every way, from physical to spiritual, and that's about to pay you wonderfully, and that's the great thing. So like I say, stay steadfast, supreme. Do what you have to do, and let the universe do what it do. All right. ESQ Astro checking out. Peace.